The Bakugo's die, guys? Like, seriously? I don't know, man. I'm just like, did he just actually kill off the main characters, his best antagonist thing? I don't know, man. That ending is crazy. Bakugo gets, like, his heart flies out, he gets shot by Shigaraki after I look at other instinct. The landing is just kind of crazy. But at the same time, I've been making a long, I have a lot of things to say about this thing, because I'm also like, wait, did he actually die though? Die, man. Oh my god, this is like building up a goddamn death. No, he's gonna die now, man. When you see the All Might. Oh, Bakugo is so dead now, man. This is like a massive death flag. Bakugo is like, All Might. Oh, but it was like, that was a massive death flag, man. Now he drops his All Might card. Oh my god, that's like the fifth record in One Piece, man. He's so dead now, man. Dynamite! No, it's like, not Dynamite! Oh, come on, not Bestie, it's like, Dynamite! No, he has the car with him, and he gets killed! So Bakugo gets killed. The death flag was massive, the whole episode. Half the episode is Bakugo just like, I don't know, you see him with All Might getting the car like with Deku. And then he gets, obliterated by Shigaraki there. And we see the crumbling All My card and everything. So, very, very, like, graphical. Yeah, we saw Best Genius there to save him. Everyone trying to jump at him, right? So, Bakugo dies. Bakugo actually takes the bucket here. But I will say I don't believe for a second, honestly. You know, and I'm Miami only, and I just don't believe for a second. So I don't know why, but I feel it's hard being sad because I just don't believe it at all. You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel like I should believe it for a minute, honestly. I don't know, but it's like that Miru sample got shot and lost his powers. That felt like he actually got passed back, I know, but that felt like okay, this might be permanent, right? He didn't die, but he lost his powers. It's gonna get that into him, right? For some reason, I see that Bakugo. Honestly, I feel that Hero is gonna back out of this thing. I feel that Hero, the author, is gonna be. Honestly, I think he's gonna be too coward to kill off the classic antagonistic best friend rival guy, right? I just don't believe it for a second. I'm sorry, but I want to believe this thing, right? I want to believe that the author actually would kill off the classic rival, the Sasuke, whatever, right? The Sasuke, yeah, but I just don't believe it. Honestly, I just don't believe it. Even if it looks really tragic here, I just feel like he doesn't have the balls to do it. Honestly, he doesn't have the balls to do it. And hopefully I'm wrong. I want to be wrong here. I want to be wrong. And the author has the balls to kill off Bakugo. But I don't believe for a second. Again, I'm Miami only, guys. I haven't read the manga. But I feel like I'm 99% sure that he will survive this thing. Like, I have like zero actual emotions here in that sense. I don't know. But I felt way more sad like when like Miru got shot, you know. Because his power was gone. Yeah, I felt way more sad that. I did believe that, for example, Sensei died right and so on. Yeah. For some reason, I feel like the author doesn't have what it takes to kill off the rival main character. It just feels so much, too much for the storyline. I also think that from an actual general standpoint, Bakugo hasn't had too much of like an actual conclusion with Deku. They haven't had two. They've had one moment, but it also feels like they're lacking the closure, right? With him and Deku, so I don't think they're gonna do that either. And you know, one massive reason why I don't actually believe he died here is because Deku wasn't here. Honestly, when I think about it, that's a massive thing too. Because killing off the main rival bad guy, right, or whatever you call it, the antagonist or the best friend rival or whatever you call Bakugo, the Sasuke, right? I don't think the author has the balls to do it, and honestly, the Deku didn't see it. That to me tells me they didn't die either, right? Because you're gonna kill off the main rival / best friend, shadow friend, antagonist, all that stuff for the main character, not having the main character be there. The main character that come there maybe next episode at best, but probably not even that, right? You know, the main character haven't even seen it, right? I think it's like a weirdly emotional blunder then, right? Killing off his like best friend / rival antagonist and him not being there. Sure, best is there and all are so sad, but you know what I mean? To me, that doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna kill off the best friend / rival kind of, you know, backstory character, you would have to have the main character. I'm sorry, but that's also from a meta standpoint. Yeah, I don't think he has the balls to do it at all, and that I think is also very important here. The Deku actually didn't see it. For me, makes it just massively unlikely that he actually did it. I think that is like a massive reason why. He started crying and he unlocked like super speed. Yeah, no one says how he's doing it. What's happening? Even Bessie is like, how can you do that thing? When did he learn to be super fast? I don't know. Yeah, Bakugo awakened Ultra Instinct. No, it doesn't make any sense. He's badass, but it doesn't make any... How is he doing this thing? Suddenly he's like, yeah, I can fly with my... yeah, you can always do this thing. But yeah, now his plate there was that he has managed to perfectly control his firepower so he can like teleport basically. Move faster. With his tears, I see him crying. He needed the tears to... Oh god! What is this explanation? It was because of the tears he could unlock Ultra Instinct. What happened more? No, but he also awakened the power with tear. Yeah, he also like was way stronger, of course. Bakugo got like way stronger suddenly. He unlocked his like crying power. That was kind of cute actually. He's way faster now. He never cried before. It's like, yeah, he's so much better now. And immediately gets killed off after unlocking his powers. You're like, yeah, okay. It's like, it's a little bit like, yeah, that was interesting. The poor guy. We of course had the senpais. Here we go, Hadokuen backstory. Oh my god, it's like kawaii. Oh, she's so genki, man. She's so genki, yeah. Super genki senpai. See what I mean? She's way better with longer hair because her hair is, you know, the spiral thing, the whole wave thing. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, Nani! She was bullied, of course. She's so genki. Yeah, of course she was bullied because she's super genki. Because I hated her. She was a weirdo. Yeah, stupid girl with weird hair. It's like, yay, girl! And he's adorable. He's like, yeah. They're like, you did it, Sonny, bro! He's like, I believe in you! Oh, now she's back to being Genki again. Yeah, she was not Genki for a while there. But he saw like, oh my god, I like you! This is the kawaiiest backstory ever. Yeah, he revived her as Genki. Because he's like... He goes Miyu senpai, an idiot. And then like, I also have this idiot here. And we also had Hadouken senpai, right? They have the flashbacks. Her backstory was great. She was pretty cute. She was all like Genki. She was all super happy and Genki, and I wanna be a hero, right? She was all adorable, and then of course everyone bullied her. I was elaborate, but honestly, I mean her backstory was pretty short and cute, but it felt kind of obvious that she's like, hey, ground. And I think that she was gonna get bullied, right? She was like super energetic Genki girl. Everyone's gonna hate her, right? She's super annoying, clearly. She's adorable, but also annoying. So obviously the kids would hate her, yeah. And then of course she goes to, you know, the Hero Academia school, and Sun Eater is like, you pretty cute, best cool girl. And yeah, that was adorable. Can I go around of hating everyone? Yeah, because she was like, I hate everyone now. she had that moment there for a while. She was like, no one likes me, no, I'm Genki. Then of course she, you know, awakened her Genkiness again. So it was a pretty cute flashback there. But yeah, her being Genki was it was like an important. It does feel though that I was hoping they were gonna explain that her she should cut her hair, right? I was hoping they were gonna explain that Sun Eater had all her hair and eating it. I hope to see a scene of him just consuming all her hair and then being like Hadouken because he was like, oh, I can also do laser beaming. So Bakugo unlocks a new power up, right? He's like, I am Ultra Instinct now. I am the Speed Force or whatever. And him doing this stuff, senpais doing a double laser beam Hadouken double up combo Stromborg thing, and also Miro doing like an Hadouken Shurioken punch, very Street Fighter. He's like combining her power with his fist power. It was like, oh, yeah, I'm doing like a level 3, you know, super attack here in Street Fighter, very much so. All of that stuff didn't have any effect on Shigaraki. And I said it last episode with Endower, that, okay, Endower, amazing episode with all the Endower bits, but there is a problem, right, with when Shigaraki gets hit by, of course, back on this episode, it isn't really facing that much, right? And obviously here again, it's like, oh, they did like a double laser Kamehameha thing, whatever, so on. And Shigaraki's like, haha, I'm fine. And you're just like, okay, why is he fine for? You know what I mean? It really is a big issue, and I keep saying this thing, but I think that, as I am the only, right, I don't know how it's going to go in the manga, but to me, it is a big issue that is so predictable that Shigaraki is basically immortal, right? And this constantly is an issue now for the last 3-4 episodes, that no matter what do to him, all of the senpais, and Miruko is there, and Bessie, all these like amazing heroes, right? All these top heroes and like top students, they're all like blasting Shigaraki. All of them are like blasting him, with their powers, and he just stands up like, oh yeah, that almost scratched me. Yeah, you're like, what? You're like, I mean, he's way too overpowered, and I mean, an issue with it, I think it's a very obvious issue with it. It's the same old animes too. When they make the main the main evil guy too powerful, is that it is really hard to tell if I should care about this or not. And I mean in the sense that when, for example, then Sun Eater, right? When he blasts him with this like blue Kamehameha thing, right? Laser beam thing. When he hits Shigaraki, am I supposed to feel like, oh man, that did some massive damage? Or am I supposed to be like, well, he obviously is fine, right? It's very, very hard to tell now with Shigaraki. And I think that massive issue I keep saying. It's very hard to tell if this like super Kamehameha thing would hurt him or not. Seemingly it didn't, right? And because it happens all the time now, every time they hit him with their giant beam attacks or whatever, he's just fine. The next beam attack I'm seeing, I'm just gonna be like, well, it probably won't hurt him, right? You know what I mean? And then when Deku finally appears, and when Deku punches him, I'm not gonna feel like Deku is punching him harder than the Sun Eater beam attack or whatever, right? I'm not gonna feel that was a stronger attack than what we saw earlier. So it's very hard, I feel. It's very hard, I feel, to tell how, I don't know, how strong he is or how much damage he takes. So it's starting to feel like those two, the meme of like two logs fighting. It's like this. It's very hard to understand what log is winning, because the one log is like indestructible. You're like, yeah, okay, it's just. So yeah, the whole fight with Shigaraki is starting to get really weird, where it feels like no matter what they do, nothing hurts him. Bakugo unlocking Ultra Instinct, and the guy just kills Bakugo, basically. It's like, whatever. yeah, it's just like, what is this scene, Bakugo is like, I can sense the water with my tears, and he's like, and Shaggy's like, whatever you did. Yeah, it's like, what? Yeah, you're like, how? Like, so it's like, what's the point of unlocking, like, new superpowers, new super durable abilities or whatever, right? Sun Eater is like, giant laser beam attack, yeah, and he's like, wow, whatever, like, wow, didn't face me. You're like, okay. It is a very weird episode, honestly, in that sense. But, yeah, the ending has Bakugo falling, right, after this thing. And Death Flags, as earlier, was clearly there, right? We have the card. And especially the very last scene, before we see Best Genius running to Bakugo, we see Bakugo's mom talking, and you're like, okay, George, this guy's gonna die, man. Death Flag is massive. Like, suddenly you see his mom there, you're like, okay, this guy's screwed, man. It was a weird episode. Sad, but started up with the hype, with the senpais, and then into Bakugo losing it. But I'll say it here again, and with my last point, you guys. I think that the more I reflected over it, the scene, the less I believe he actually will die, right? Because, like I said earlier, Deku wasn't there, right? If you're gonna kill off the best friend, enemy, antagonist, childhood bestie, then rivals, whatever, all this stuff, and having the main character not being there, I'm sorry, I don't believe it, I think that if Bakugo will die like this, Deku has to be there and see it. Whereas it's just like, nah. Whereas Otto won't do it, right? But anyway, subscribe, press the like button, and I'll see you guys with some Yasuke video prior to this, yeah. Because I said earlier in the stream part, the author, the lied about Yasuke, the not samurai, he's been fired, right? So I have to talk about, I feel that's actually important to talk about. He's got fired from university in Japan, so that's an interesting video to make, I think. But anyway, so you guys can have a great day.